But from a Sydney Flames perspective, Carrie, it really is a nothing-to-lose attitude for them tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, they've got to climb Everest, but people do climb Everest.
That's right. For Thursday night Signet WNBL hoops. Great to have you with us wherever you're watching. The Flames with first possession, and Kayla George gives the Flames the perfect start. Almost a turnover. Yes, it is a turnover. For the Sydney Flames, they create one. Brand Catasano thought about the three-point shot. Then it opened up for her. Wilson hits the floor for the Spirit as Burton goes to work. Gets the screen from Tolo. Wilson puts it up and knocks down the triple.
No, you can't leave her wide open. You've got to pick your poison, but, you know, that veteran is a three-point specialist.
Points now in 19 of her 22 games this season. Pittman has the start tonight, and she has an early triple.
And that's the thing they can do. They can play loose. They've just got to go out there and have a crack, play free, play hard.
George catches one-on-one here with Griffin. What a matchup that is. Fading away, and they can't miss early, the Sydney Flames.
Sammy Whitcomb hasn't had a touch offensively yet.
13-8 in favour of Bendigo a few nights ago. Tapai gets the lucky roll. It's 12-3.
Again, that was almost Sammy Whitcomb's first touch in almost 4 minutes of play.
Tapai drives and scores 14-3.
Executing that and got to their spots for their first set. We'll see how they settle into the game now.
Whitcomb had her first touch just then for a three-point attempt. She misses. Dees misses another lay-in. Can Burton pounce at the other end? Yes, she connects. Dees takes a seat after hitting the second, and Caitlin Martin is injected into the game and immediately goes to Sammy Whitcomb, guarding her closely, but Burton connects from deep for the Spirit.
That's what Burton's done all season for this team. She steps up, as you said, Zoe, at critical moments for them. When they need a bucket, she comes up big, as she did then.
Brand Catasano! Wilson. Martin is not letting Whitcomb free at any stage. Tolo connects, this time from inside the perimeter.
Kayla George is guarding her. They've played against each other and trained against each other for so long, but try and tire out Kayla George and get her having to defend.
Nuts from Talia Tapai with Mariana Tolo in her face, somehow laid it in. That 9-point lead here for Sydney. Look away pass from Whitcomb. Perfect for Griffin. Here goes Martin. The pocket rocket works her way in and then throws it away. Wilson takes on Kayla George. Brand Catasano arrives, but Wilson's still got plenty of speed in the legs. And at 20-15, Bendigo just regrouping off the timeout. George for Dale, who's on the floor here. Kicks it out for Pittman, who knocks down her second three.
The kids are on fire.
Here's Dees. She's back on the floor this time, guarding Whitcomb. Pick and roll here with Tolo. Tolo kicks it out. Samuel's on the floor as well. Wilson is feeling it from three-point land.
And it was attention to detail. It was stretching the catch, making it difficult to get into their sets and disrupting what Bendigo are doing.
Thanks heaps, Nathan, as Talia Tapai all nylon.
Give her another look.
We need to treat it as a three-point fiesta at the moment. Whitcomb can join it. She does. So with that, Bendigo 5 of 7 from deep. The Sydney Flames also 5 of 7 from deep. Dale. Oh, this is nuts. Absolutely bonkers.
I think if they grind them out a little bit more, they're going to find easier shots for themselves, settle into their offense a little more. As Sammy Whitcomb, if you need a bucket, let's go to her. For mine, she didn't see the ball enough in the first quarter. Playing off one or two passes and didn't give her an opportunity to come off some other screen action and then get into a ball screen. But, you know, credit to Sydney. They did a good job, but I think it was more Bendigo, as much Bendigo as it was Sydney.
George feeds to Pyer, who had 10 points in that opening stanza. Trying to find George, but the Bendigo Spirit defensively had a good start to this second term. As Burton kicks on the afterburners and scores, and we're all tied up. Whitcomb and now Tolo backing down here on George. Quick pass for Whitcomb. No look from Sammy. Werron hits the three. Party tricks at the start of the second. And here's a look on replay of Bendigo at their offensive best.
And that's pretty hoop.
Covering when the ball goes in the paint, either pass-through penetration on the first go, but I feel like the ball needs to swing a little bit and then re-attack.
Wilson out of her sights. Brancatisano this time with the defensive role on Wickham, but Wickham's too good. Steps back, vintage Sammy Wickham. And Kelly Wilson ripped that Spalding away from McKenna-Dale.
Good shots from the Sydney Flames. Inside, Tolo with the finish.
Bendigo by 4. George wants a cut from Tapia. Gets it, and the sea's parted for Talia.
Wow.
Applauding the Sydney Flames, who are putting up a courageous performance. Down by 2. Samuels catches, shoots, knocks it down.
We've got multiple goats in the house. Brian Gordon's just the other end of the baseline as well. The Sydney Kings head coach supporting the Hoops Capital crew.
Thanks very much, Nathan. At the other end, Tolo. Back to a 3-point lead here for Bendigo. Griffin trying to feed Wickham. Somehow got free from Dees. We're up. Samuels thought about putting up a quick release. Griffin cutting, no one was with her, and Griffin makes it a 10-point lead.
It's physical and it's super athletic, and the more I watch it, the more I'm just impressed at the skill level of the girls, and you know, this is why we are number 2 in the world.
Perfect start for the Sydney Flames. The challenge though now, Zoe, is to try and continue to go toe-to-toe with Sammy Wickham and Bendigo from a Sydney perspective.
But they're going to have to stay with that smothering defensive effort that they had in the first quarter. That was too easy for Sammy Wickham.
Dees drives hard into the lane and lays it in for 2. And their WNBL 25 campaign is over.
Impatient offense in the half court from Bendigo. It's Kelly Wilson.
Oh. Bendigo respond to the early Sydney challenges. Pittman, good look here. Can't knock it down. Brave Kayla George wins it. Dees steps back. Pittman, Tapia, fires, knocks it down.
The hot hand.
She's 8 of 9 from the field tonight, Talia Tapia. Burton drives baseline, blocked by George. One back by Brancatisano. A dose of inspiration or wisdom. Pittman, Brancatisano, Dees, tough shot, knocks it down. 61-55. Pittman is passing to Brancatisano, who's deadly from that range. And Sydney's never say die attitude goes up a gear. Mighty hard for all their possessions at the moment.
Yeah, that she is. You know, Dees, the young kid's got pretty good length. She's a good athlete.
Samuels catches, shoots.
Decision-making not quite on point. You know, not making decisions when against traps, against switches.
Tapia with Tolo in her face. She cannot miss. Sydney continuing to challenge this Bendigo outfit. Pick and roll action here. Pittman, what a move. Great assist from Tapia. What an opportunity here for Sydney. Final minute of the third quarter. George doesn't get the lucky roll, and Sammy Wickham wanted that Spalding more than anyone else. Lobs it in for Tolo. Tolo gets the 2. And Bendigo can have the final say. Griffin from way downtown
Rattles it in.
Tapia with a look to tie it up, turns it over. Griffin the late 3, but Guy Malloy, just a quiet word in Talia's ear, knowing that the Flames will go as far.
See what Bendigo have got in this half-court set. Who do they get the ball to?
Burton into the paint. Can't get it to go. Tolo, too big, too strong. 10-point lead.
Just big, but also so reliable.
Dale for George, who catches. Looking to feed off. Quick shot goes up and gets it to go with Tolo in her face.
They get a stop.
Burton looks like the player really trying to up the tempo in the 4th. Wickham goes to work. That's tough to guard. She pumps her fists. Sammy Wickham linking up. Wickham tough, determined, dogged at her best. What an opportunity that was for Kayla George. It was good connection with Tapia. George couldn't connect with the shot. Griffin at the other end, all net.
Just give your young team a breather, refocus.
Tapia might have been denied. Might have claimed it was a pass all the way along for Pittman, but Pittman missed. 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Burton. Oh, Samuels. You don't want to leave her free for 3. Burton make contact. Kelly Wilson back on the floor for Bendigo. Might be bound for another grand final. Samuels catches. Can't hit. Rebound for Pittman. Pittman with the crossover. George steps back. Must hit. Does hit.
Swish. Sweet for Kayla George.
Samuels again. Tolo feeds Whitcomb. Gets him a little bit of space. Tolo must pass or shoots. She shoots and knocks it down. Has been carrying an injury. The fact that in the semi-final she hasn't played any minutes probably is an indication of how bad that injury is. Burton hits for two. She wanted someone in the corner, but there was no one there. Pittman has 4 to shoot. Takes on the defense and lays it in for two. But for the first time since 2015, Bendigo are grand final bound. The best team all season were made to earn it in this second semi-final game.